What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm good.
All right, so we out here on Old Natty. We're just gonna jump straight into it. How old are you?
I'm 21.
21? Okay, and so I'm trying to figure out how young ladies get into this lifestyle, right? You know, you're 21. How long you been doing this type of work or whatever?
Not long.
Not long? How long? You're 21, started at what age?
Like 3 months.
Oh, just 3 months ago. What happened 3 months ago that made you decide to get into this line of work?
Shit, the money good. It's good money in this, so I don't know.
If you had to like compare it to a job,
It's way better than a job.
It does better than a job? Okay, so the money's decent enough. Okay. And you're 21. Do you have any kids? No? Okay. So 4 months ago, where were you? What were you doing?
Hold on. Let's be specific. Let's get context, Marcus. All right. Look at this woman, this poor soul.
Hair!
She out here looking dusty. He says it better than a job. She said yes. The thing is, what kind of jobs does she qualify for? We can't say it's better than a job that, you know, Elon Musk or somebody that's doing, right? We talking about you. You qualify for McDonald's, $13, $14, you know, $80 a day. Granted, I'll grant you that. We got to get context though.
I want to go back to telling y'all sisters, y'all need to sweep the labor sector of employment, but at that time probably it's come and gone because of AI and robots. My goodness. Now let's address these wigs. Once again, look at this colorful wig. I have to believe that these streetwalkers, that's like their blaring light, that colorful headpieces there to let you know why she is standing out there all day and night. It's got to be a thing where they say, hey girl, make sure you get your colorful wig so that your Johns can identify you for what you are. And meanwhile, sisters out here in college, grade school, people's mamas and grandmas wearing the same wigs. Do y'all not see? Y'all can't defend these wigs this color. That looks stank. And why you a P2 with a green wig? Look like you got green lines coming off you like a cartoon.
4 months ago, I was at home.
And were you working?
No, I wasn't working.
Okay, so what made you decide, you know what? I gotta get out here and get it or
I
whatever.
can't really get no job right now. So.
Okay, so felonies or whatever, stuff going on? Okay, what happened? How'd you end up with that?
See what I'm saying? We can't even touch on everything. Obviously, we're going to walk it down, but she got the piercing going through her lip. She got tattoos everywhere. We so stuck on the wig because it's the obvious and we can't get away from it. But this poor sister is tattered rags.
There ain't no way that lip piercing ain't gonna get infected with what you out there doing. Y'all ninjas is nasty. You know your manhood is called the family jewels. It's precious, and y'all just gonna go ahead jamming meat in that mouth. That got to get infected. Golly.
Well, I would say the meat that's going in her mouth is already infected. Yeah, so that's a whole nother, it's a rabbit hole.
Just
Shit, something I can't speak on right now.
Is it a pending case or whatever? Okay. Well, I mean, without incriminating yourself or anything like that, can you just tell us in general, like what's going on? Like, in other words, you don't have to go into details, but like you maybe have a case and maybe, you know what I'm saying, you may be looking at this or that or whatever, like just in general. It doesn't have to be.
I'm facing football no risk. That's all I want to say. But
how long ago did that case start? Like, in other words, when did you get? A year ago? Okay, so you've been kind of chilling for a year and a half just at the crib?
Nah, I ain't just been chilling. Like, I'm always in some motion. I'm always gonna give me some maybe. I don't know. I don't just never chill.
Okay, so I'm imagining you've probably done this type of work before then.
No.
Okay, so this is your first time in this type of work. So what were you doing before to make money?
Or shit. Anything that's it.
Give us like an example.
I'm a hustler, you know. Hustlers, they just.
Well, for the non-street folks, right? Give us an example of what type of hustles happen out on the street.
That's all right, Marcus. We can give you one. Huh.
That's all she care about.
Mostly that, mixed with gok. So that gok, that's pretty much it.
Shout out to Marcus, man. He definitely tried to coax a little bit more information out of him because they always try to be so vague. We know what you out here doing. You can give us a little bit more hustling. Nah, men and women can hustle alike. What exactly is you hustling on your back? Huh? There you go. Give us something so we can paint a nasty, vivid picture. Say, I'll be hustling on my back all day long.
Shit, selling weed, shit, just selling anything, selling all type of stuff. Like, you can sell anything. You can sell
Kudakata?
I don't know. You can sell anything, really, whatever you want to sell.
Whatever is in desire.
Exactly.
Okay. So let me ask. So the first time that you did this type of work, how did you feel like after the first time?
It felt great. The money was just.
How much money was it? Well, tell us how much.
Over $1,000.
$1,000 just for one person? For what?
I get paid real good money. I ain't no cheap.
Hold on. Why? Why do you get paid? Because we're on national. I know.
Well, here we go. We would believe you if you present it better. Like, it's always these women. It's never some woman coming up here looking put together like a Lori Harvey or something. And we say, all right, maybe. No, your wig came from Temu for $10. And they'd be like, oh, I make thousands of dollars every day. One guy. I don't believe you.
At all. Like, come on now, y'all. Shout out to the chat. Y'all beat us up when we talk about that one sister claiming she making at least $500 a day out there in Arizona. Is this another one? We wrong again? $1,000, man. And even Marcus said, for how many ninjas? What'd you do? He ain't even buying it. And he's sympathetic. He like, sure, all right.
Well, we got to just use common sense, Mr. Walker. The market in some of these places are oversaturated. It's not like she's the only 304 in the 500-mile radius. You can go up and down these blocks, and there are dozens, if not hundreds. So you can't compete. How you going to haggle your price when the woman right across the street will do it for $10?
That ain't, listen here, fellas. If y'all, I don't know nothing about the pay for play lifestyle. I was taught differently from my mom. I reject it. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. However, fellas, you're going to spend $1,000. I have to imagine if you look in the right places, you can find a heck of a full night experience for $1,000. One of these harlots got to be willing to give you an experience where you go over to a nice environment where it smells good with candles. I'm not paying $1,000 and I might smell something that stank. Whether it's her dwelling, her undercarriage, her breath. No.
And here's the deal. Like I said, two things is true. Like I said, we just been down this rabbit hole. Could she have done it one time? Possibly. She could have ran into some old 68-year-old white guy. Who knows? It ain't impossible. It's sad that we got to sit here and talk about what's possible and what's impossible. But here we are. It's possible. All right. But she acting like she does this on a daily. That's not the case. No. Or not even bi-daily or twice a week. Not even twice a week. Like, let's not even be crazy and say daily, like she making $7,000 a week. Let's just say twice a week. That's $2,000 a week. That's $8,000 a month. That's still damn near $100,000 a year, untaxed.
Untaxed. And like Mr. X said, flow with us. If she was moving like that, you could find a better way to solicit your service at that point and make more money, create a better experience. You're not about to keep waiting out there in the nasty sun for Leon King and them and $2 Tony to pull up.
Oh, man.
You know, they ain't getting that much out here. Like,
I be out here. I move around.
Yeah.
It's not my stomping grounds.
And see what I'm saying? I'm a special snow. Look at Marcus. It's like we from the hood. You could say whatever you want, but no. Marcus, like, these women out here don't make that kind of money. What does she say? That I ain't out here. I move around. I get money. I be other places. Just because you see me here right now selling kudakata, this ain't where I normally be.
You're a traveling gypsy. That ain't making it no better. If you really was making this kind of money, you ain't leaving your area. Yeah, you got clientele. Stop it. I would imagine you in this line of business, you want regulars. Why would you be bouncing around? No, because you just street meat, loose street meat.
So what makes you so much
I be
more
over here because I know people over here, and like I just fuck with it over here.
Right.
I don't be over here like all
like
the time. and shit.
okay? What is it that makes your stuff more expensive or whatever?
Shit, look at me.
Let's take a look. Okay, let's see.
This is crazy.
Hell.
Shout out to Marcus. I mean, he trying to hold her accountable as best he can. What makes your Kudakata any different than the at least 1,000 women out in the Metroplex right now? You could probably go in a 10, 20 square mile radius, find at least 1,000 women selling Kudakata. What makes you special?
There ain't no way. I gotta be weird or different because I couldn't even consider this. I can try to imagine being horned up to the moon. I can imagine it. Heck no, out of fear. Fellas, y'all better off going to find you some little Caucasian nerd or something. Just I swear to goodness, little fluffy something. At least you know they might not be diseased. I don't know what to tell y'all at this point, man.
Because okay, let's just start from the beginning. Where you from?
I'm from here. I'm from Atlanta.
You from Atlanta? What part?
Like the east side.
You from the east side? You better say that with your chest. You from that east side. I shout out the east side all day. Huh?
Yep, shout out east side.
Dang, you saying it like that, man. You ain't representing. What part of the east side you from? Zone 6. Is you from Zone 6? You from Decatur, Lithonia? Huh?
Decatur.
Okay, you from Decatur. I'm from Decatur. You gotta say it with your chest. We proud of where we from.
Decatur.
Anyway.
Where is greater?
All right, so growing up here in Atlanta, basically, did you have both mom and dad in the household? Like they married and everything?
I ain't married, but they was together for a long time.
Long time. What age were you when they split?
Bro, I was like, shit, they ain't really split, but like they toxic.
They got that forever love.
I grew up in a toxic household.
Toxic household? What was toxic about it?
They were just always arguing and yelling and fighting and shit every day.
So it was just that stressful, contentious energy all the time, nonstop. What effect do you think that had on you?
Shit, it kind of affected me, like, mentally. Because when I was younger, like, when I used to do all that, I used to be crying and shit all the time. But then as I got older, like, I realized, like, yeah, like, they just arguing, but...
Well, it sounds like as you got older, your feelings didn't change, you just developed a wall. You developed a wall that you could defend yourself against those feelings.
These women have no shame. And I guess two things is true. This is going to be the first generation to be airing out the dirty laundry. Shout out to the internet. A lot of times, don't nobody know these stories, but now these women will come onto some of these interviews and stuff and just start talking and not really thinking, but somebody watching, family, people are being implicated, all that.
You know what? No, good. The truth ain't hurt nobody but a liar. What's the saying? Things that are done in the darkness shall come to the light. Amen. And the hood is full of darkness. No, tell it like it is. Let them be mad. Yeah, shout out to our generation. And let's do better. That's my whole thing. I personally hate the idea of sisters like this and using growing up in toxic environments as an excuse or reason why they are here today. Why? Because me and Miss X grew up in very similar situations, but instead of letting that negativity mold us in this way, you be defiant. You say, no, I know what it's like to be impoverished. I know what it's like to live in a terrible, tumultuous household. I want to see what the other side is like.
Because I can see it now, even in your face. I'm a parent, I'm a dad. So I can see it right now. I have daughters, and I was in a relationship where we used to argue sometimes. And my youngest especially would cry.
Yeah.
So this hits home, right? I know how this may have affected you. I always ask this question. I'm always shocked by the answer. When you were younger, did anything like ever happen to you or anything like that?
Yeah.
I don't want to.
I get it. But the reason why I ask these questions, especially when it comes to this type of stuff, it just helps us to understand how things that happen when people were kids may affect their decision making or the ways they move in adulthood. right? And I did tell you at the beginning, you know, if there's anything you want to talk about, don't start the interview because, you know, the questions just go wherever the conversation takes us, right? So it took us here. So if you don't mind, I'm not trying to re-trigger you or anything like that, but it helps us to understand people because people come up with their own story about you. I want you to be able to tell your real story.
See you,
Now,
Marky.
like when I was younger, like shit, I was sleeping on my bed, and I don't know, out of nowhere, I just felt a little poke, like it just woke me up. My eyes open big, you know. I just felt like something in my vagina.
What is she talking about? I done got distracted and then just went down some rabbit hole.
Probably the worst day of her life. You know, she was said she was a kid, young lady, and she woke up out her sleep to being physically accosted. As a man, I can only sit here and shake my head. I don't know what that feeling of helplessness. I couldn't imagine. It checks out. She can't even say it. She like, I was asleep on my bed and I felt the poke. She don't want to recall that. Why? She has not made it past that. She is still there. She is still in that bed. Nobody's helped her unpack that. She can't look back on that and see any lessons. She can't look back on that and see how she triumphed past that. Because every day, every night, she is reliving it.
After that, like I opened my eyes. I don't know who did it. Like the person like ran. I didn't want to look. I didn't want to turn around and look because it was like so awkward and weird. Like,
Right.
But
In your heart of hearts, and you don't have to say any names, but in your heart of hearts, who do you think did it?
I don't know. I truthfully don't know. Like I don't know. I did not see who, but it was dark. I didn't.
Was
see
this
it, like,
at your house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that limits it to
But
probably.
there always used to be people in my house. Like my folks still always have.
Okay, have like company, different people.
Like,
So it could have just been like some company they had or something.
Oh, Jesus. Let's take her story at face value. I know, allegations, people calling cap. Let's say it's true. Do y'all hear what she is saying? This is why we say protect the babies. Y'all need to be careful who y'all hang around. Well, that's why we say down with this whole hood mentality, all of it. It's debauchery. Because let's say she got brothers and sisters or uncles or whatever, right? And they got friends and people over the house. Like she said, it was just always people in and out the house. They trap house. They in the hood. How did this happen? You like, I don't know.
Everybody in the house, all hours of the night. We show the dash cam videos. Huh? Police show up, Bonquisha, Nug, the whole crew outside. It's 2 a.m. Everybody in it. Let me go and use the bathroom right quick. Hey, you got a lighter upstairs in your bedroom. We lit this. And next thing you know, some insidious ninja that needs to be deleted. Now he poking his head into your daughter's bedroom. And y'all downstairs drunk, arguing over a spades game. See what I'm talking about? So yes, these sisters gonna appear live, but at the very same time, this one is checking out. The trauma got to come from somewhere. And these sisters usually tell it. They're like, I was fast. They will typically tell you, they're like, yeah, I was fast. I was outside. Or they say, I was just asleep and I was unprotected.
Like that? Not necessarily a relative?
I don't know. I don't think it was a relative.
Okay, so y'all had the party house. So ain't no telling. What age were you when it happened?
Like maybe like 7, 8.
What effect do you think that had on you?
It was like I don't know, like I want to say it had an effect on me because like okay, like my parents always say like I was fast and shit at a young age, but they never knew what happened to me. I never told them. So like I feel like that was probably the reason. Like I'm not gonna lie, cause
It made you curious?
when I was younger, yeah, like I was like just I wasn't like fucking at no 8, 9, 10 of that, but I was doing stuff
Right,
like you know, my friends and stuff
right.
that I shouldn't have known about. So I feel
Like with
that's
your
what really
female
made
friends?
me- yeah, I feel like I was just with my female friends and like little boys. I mean,
Like oral stuff back.
What we say is too difficult. We don't know. Look, ain't nobody why you smiling? Why you laughing? No sense of atonement, right? She ain't sitting there and like something.
Yeah, she she recalling this man now. She said, "Now I was a little fast. I'm so tired of having egg on my face." Yeah. So I don't. Something is here. It don't make it no better. It doesn't. Why was she fast? How do children and preteens have the ability to be fast? How? Because they have no parental. They have no parental guidance. They have no protection. They ain't under no instruction, any discipline. This is how we grew up, man. This is how a lot of us boys had our first sexual encounter. Going to, you know what I'm saying, mama going over a friend's house, you chilling with your mama's friends, and next thing you know, y'all having sleepovers. Yep. Just experimenting. Goodness.
Like oral stuff, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Because
I feel like that's the reason why, though. Like,
well, why do you think you never told your parents?
I don't know. Like, I was scared. Not scared, but more so like they probably wouldn't believe me. I don't know.
I could.
No. I'm not gonna say they want to believe me because basically, like, they probably would have more so like it would have been a whole big issue.
Like with like trying to figure out who it was,
Yeah.
and then it would have been like this whole witch hunt, you know, Salem witch trials type deal.
Yeah, and they would have went crazy, like.
As they should have. People should probably be in the upper room right now, respectfully. All right. You got to say something. We always talk about that over here is y'all can't wait all these years. Y'all got, granted, she was a kid, you know, but, and obviously ain't no kids watching this, but if y'all got kids, y'all need to talk to them about this because this is crazy.
This is another aspect of the gynocracy. The gynocratic rule sweeps these happenings under the rug. That's them. Men, we are not allowed to let this stuff go past. We have to do something about it. Otherwise, we ain't men. That's why and she probably knew it. Listen, I'm not about to sit here and blame a kid that she once was for being afraid to tell her stuff when she was living in that toxic environment. The guy knocked said, you know what? We seen the Tyler Perry movies. No, don't tell nobody. You know what I mean? They'll halfway ostracize uncle whoever, and then you just let it go. And he ain't allowed to come near you doing the cookouts and stuff. Egregious. Gynocracy, again, is to blame. I promise you.
I'm the only girl, so.
Because like the emotion is still spilling out of you at 21. That happened.
You know what's crazy? I don't know who did it. I always wanted to find out. Like, that still be in the back of my mind. Like, who the fuck did that shit? But
all right. Okay. So because like, are you content living this lifestyle? Like, you good? You know, this is like what you're doing right now.
Forever. I plan to be done by the end of this year.
By the end of this year. And what are you gonna be doing after that?
I'm planning on opening up a business.
What type of business?
Like a hair salon or something. I don't know.
The reason why I'm asking is because I hear this type of stuff all the time, right? But unless you actually put some meat and potatoes to it, right? You put some dates to it. I want to have this done by this day type deal. I want to get this by this. If you're just waffling around and you don't really know what it is you want, it's probably not going to happen.
Ain't. All right. You can't be out here with a green wig selling cuda with these ambitious. I'm about to open up a business. Marcus said, look, y'all all say the same thing. And I'm about to start cooking. I'm going to be selling fried chicken. I'm going to be selling wigs. Yeah.
My man Marcus says, this don't mean nothing if you don't act on it. He said, this don't mean nothing if you don't put no meat and potatoes behind it. She gonna put some meat behind it, brother. That's what she gonna do. Potatoes, not so much, but lots of meat.
Because it's not concrete enough, right? And so, you know, you're 21. What if your people see, you know, if your mom or dad or whoever sees you on my channel, you know what I'm saying, talking about what we're talking about, what do you think their thoughts and their reactions are gonna be?
They're gonna be mad because they're gonna be like, why you didn't tell me?
The thing that happened to you?
But they might think I'm lying because they might, why you ain't been say shit? But shit.
And that's wild as hell and is disrespectful that they got to find out. Don't you understand that some of their friends, some of their coworkers, the people at the church, everybody going to find out before them. They're like, hey, you see your daughter on that street interview or on Single by Choices? Yeah, did you hear what and their parents got to hear this for the first time via the internet.
Oh, my goodness. See what I mean? Oh, especially, we know it ain't true, but especially for folks who went to church, man, and everybody on the deacon board find out that your daughter that got lost to the world out here on Figaro with the green wig, they gonna say, hey, Deacon Walker, can we need to talk to you after church, discuss something, man. Yeah, you get back there, like you gotta get off the deacon board. Yeah, half the congregation and bought your, never mind, I can't even get it out. Can't even get it out.
It's too much.
I don't really care about
Well, see, here's the thing, right? I'm just a random person out of nowhere. You honestly have no reason to lie to me about that, and you tried to not say it. I convinced you to talk about it. So if anything, that should add credence to the fact that you're telling the truth. Okay? And so what do you think they're gonna think about that? Like, dang, like all this time we didn't know what happened. Like, you know, what do you think they're gonna think? And by the way, that happens a lot on my channel. A lot of times on my channel, people are saying stuff for the first time. And it's because most people don't have these impolite conversations where we talk about this kind of stuff, but I don't mind having it. So what do you think they're gonna think when they see that?
I think they're gonna be more so like, man, like, because I didn't tell them, but like,
I don't think they're gonna be
I never
mad.
tell nobody.
I don't think they're gonna be mad. I don't know your parents, but
Not mad, but like, I think they'll be like, dang, like, why you didn't tell me, you know? Like,
do you think that they'll have an instinct to want to just come and give you a hug?
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
they
right
don't want
now.
me to go home.
So
That part. And they still gonna be trying to find out who the hell it was. It wasn't that long ago. All right, what, 12, 13 years? Let's think back. Hell, listen, a father, he gonna start saying, you know what? She's sitting, and you was just living with them. You said you was living with them 3 or 4 months ago. You just moved out. And then now you're on the streets.
Moved out, ran away. It's unfortunate, man. Just hate to see how these sisters develop. And it's typically the sisters that only sisters can go sell herself. Men ain't selling no meats. Hate to see how they develop like this after these traumatic instances. I don't think there's no fixing it. Just got to avoid it. Gotta be proactive and not letting it happen. Some things can't be undone. Just can't. And this got to be one of them.
what's up with that?
I don't
Why
wanna go home.
not?
I won't talk about it.
I just don't. I'm cool on my own. Like,
Okay. I ain't mad at that. Well, listen, on that note, if anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way for them to do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
yeah, I got cash out.
What's your cash?
Yeah, sure she do. So here we go. Bonquisha. Man, that went dark.
Yes, it did. New trap. Like Mr. X touched on atonement. One of my favorite words. Like atone shows some type of, shame and remorse for how you have been moving. That's why I be saying these sisters is hopeless. She up here laughing, smiling. I understand she may be laughing and smiling through the pain. No, let that ish sink in, deal with it. But they can't. She can't even say what she is. That's how you know she's stuck. She can't even say she's selling kudakata. The ones that's in there, they're like, yeah, I'm a P2. This is what I do. They own it. She can't even own what she is. She's trying to make it seem like you could come by there. She gonna sell you some Pokemon cards. No, you're not.
So as far as Bonquisha go, we're gonna roll her into the sub. Maybe she'll take a bath, as Raquel say.
There you go.
Brain bath.
It's damp down there.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, diamond, wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Listen here. Salute and blessings to all of us young kids that had early sexual experiences. As a man, I can acknowledge that my early sexual experience, I don't look back on it, as a bad thing. I can't, I was not, taken advantage of, but women is different. It's totally different. So heart definitely go out to everybody, especially the ladies that were taken advantage of. That's god awful.